Hi there, welcome to my gaming blogs. Recently, Analogue started shipping their accessories for the Analogue Pocket, a set of adapters that allows us to play cartridges from the Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo Pocket Color, the Atari Lynx, and the PC Engine or SuperGrafx 16 consoles. These adapters work the same way the Game Gear adapter I showed in our last Analogue Pocket video. Plug them behind the pocket, plug in the cartridge, and just like that, you're playing. If you want to know a little bit more about the Analogue Pocket and how, in my opinion, it is the best handheld gaming device you can get out there for retro gaming, check out our previous video. And again, if you like this type of content, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Many interesting things are coming in. With the release of these adapters, the Analogue Pocket now can play physical cartridges of 8 different systems. Natively, it can play games from the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. Using the adapters, it can play games from the Game Gear, Atari Lynx, Neo Geo Pocket and Neo Geo Pocket Color, and the PC Engine family, also known as TurboGrafx 16 in the US. These adapters come in a premium packaging, looking quite exclusive. They are also super well made. All of them come in transparent housing and follow the same building standards. Besides the shape of the connectors, there is a very tiny, almost not visible indication of which systems these adapters support. To use them, first, the Pocket's firmware must be updated to the version 2.2, which is a quite simple task to do. Once everything is set, the games just run. This set of accessories basically transforms the Analogue Pocket into an amazing hardware emulator for so many systems. This means almost full compatibility with all the games, no hassle with emulator configuration, and very important, no input lag. Playing these games on the go is a great fun, and the sharpness of the Pocket screen makes the experience of playing these games so much more enjoyable when comparing to playing them on the original hardware. But using the Analogue Pocket's dock is what makes this entire setup extraordinary. The dock outputs full HD resolution, making the games look quite nice in a large screen. Pairing the dock with an USB controller basically transforms it into a home console that plays native games without lag and with full compatibility of 5 different systems. The Analogue Pocket has an interesting configuration that allows us to scale the output resolution of the games. This is very helpful when playing handheld games to their native low resolution. So, instead of just blowing them up to full HD output and getting some weird distortions, we can make them scale properly. This makes these games look even more amazing. Here are some examples of the different resolutions I set when playing each system. For each of the systems, I chose a game I like, and some of them are surely not in everybody's top 10. Give it a look and let me know if you also like them in the comments. Unfortunately, I do not have any Neo Geo Pocket or Neo Geo Pocket Color game to demonstrate them. Road Rash for the Game Boy is an interesting game. It is clearly a downsampled version of the original Mega Drive game, but it keeps the core of what makes Road Rash super fun. The first Harry Potter game for the Game Boy Color, The Philosopher's Stone, is certainly unique. It plays as a hardcore RPG, and is a quite difficult game, and yet very fun to play. The other versions of this game, in other platforms, play as an action-adventure game, so it is quite nice to experiment this story as a traditional RPG. Eragon, for the Game Boy Advance, is certainly a bold choice. I love the books and the story in general, but this game is based on the movies, which was quite meh. The game itself plays like a traditional turn-based RPG and is surprisingly fun. Donald Duck, the Lucky Dime Caper is a traditional side-scroller platform game for the Game Gear. It is fun, once you get the mechanics, but still quite basic. The game is short and enjoyable, following the traditional Disney games of the time. The Atari Lynx is a difficult console to like. There are very few good games for it. The Lost Vikings is one that I enjoy playing, although the slow and clunky mechanics make it very difficult to play sometimes. It is an action platformer game that looks quite good for the Atari Lynx. Bomberman for the PC Engine. What else there is to say about this game? This is one of the most fun versions of Bomberman there is out there. Well, having the Analogue Pocket and the dock, together with all these accessories, makes this system remarkable. The price of having all this is steep, especially with Analogue's take on the delivery prices outside the US. But if you're into retro handheld consoles and can invest in this type of setup, you will not regret it. Well, that's it for me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.